Good morning guys, so I just wanted to update you guys on our trip. We currently just got back from breakfast at a really cute coffee shop called Sequoia Coffee Co. I definitely recommend that if you're a coffee person or just like cute cafes, you check it out. Super cute, pretty decent coffee, had a really hearty breakfast. We ordered biscuits and gravy. So right now we're just at Sequoia National Forest, and I was just going to give you guys a little sneak peek of what the trip's like. We're currently at Sequoia Falls and we're going to attempt to do the entire hike. They said it wasn't too bad, but we're not too sure. We're currently at the river just taking a break. I don't think that we're going to finish the entire hike. We got here a little too late and it's just pretty hot and we have our dogs, so we're probably not going to finish, but it's still a nice view. Okay, where are we?
We are going to see the big oak tree, right?
Sherman Tree Trail. So we're currently stopped on the way to Crescent Meadow, which is going under the tunnel. Sorry, I'm a little cold. So we stopped because we wanted to take pictures in front of the big sequoias. Ah, it's freezing! And I should have worn a jacket. Hey guys, so I wanted to go ahead and make a little excerpt to share some of the tips that I wish that my family knew planning a trip to NorCal. So first things first, I wanted to say that we have never planned a sort of nature vacation like Grand Canyon or Yosemite or Sequoia. So we didn't really know too much about what we were getting into. So I thought that I would share some of the things that I wish that we knew planning our vacation out here. So the first thing, which I'm pretty sure is general knowledge, but we didn't know, so I thought I would put it out there, that in order to get into any of the national parks, you do need some sort of vehicle pass. As far as camping, I'm not too sure how much it differs, but just going to visit the park in general, you do need a vehicle pass. I personally wouldn't recommend going on foot unless you plan on backpacking or something like that, but when we had called them, they did recommend that you book 2 weeks to a month in advance from when you plan on coming down to the national park. So make sure that you guys go ahead and grab your vehicle passes before coming down, because you cannot purchase them at the actual national park if they're sold out. So it just depends on how lucky you get, but I would definitely recommend purchasing them in advance. Another thing that I recommend is bring bathing suits and water shoes. So even if you're not at Yosemite, there's a lot to do in the area, like Bass Lake, which I'll get into in a little bit, and some trails that are really nice. So my family, we did the Red Rock Trail. It's about, I believe, 2.5 miles. There's 2 separate trails. It kind of splits, a shorter one and a longer one. It took us about 2 hours to finish, and it was super pretty. At the end of the hike, there was a waterfall that it was very scenic and just relaxing. So that's something I recommend visiting. And like I said, we didn't plan these things, so we just kind of stumbled upon them and went with it. It's very spontaneous. Like I mentioned before, Bass Lake, I'm sorry if you hear my dog in the back, is a great place to visit, especially if it's summertime. There's a lot of things that you guys can do there, like renting a boat. You could also play just on the shoreline of the lake. You could wakeboard, you could kayak, you could paddleboard. You could also rent Sea-Doos, and it's a great place to just hang out and bask out in the sun. However, I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys that if you guys are planning on visiting Bass Lake in your trip to Yosemite, I do recommend that you guys book in advance if you plan on doing any rentals. So this was another thing that we planned on doing, but did little research and it didn't turn out too good for us. So they say to book the previous night. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Do your research on what you guys want to rent and try to rent it in advance. A lot of the times you can go ahead and Google, Bass Lake rentals, and it will come up with all of the rentals in the area, the websites you can book from. And if you have any questions, the people up there are really nice and were very willing to answer any questions we had over the phone. So that was the final thing I had to say. As far as the national parks in general, we did learn that at any national park in the US, you do have to book some sort of pass. Like I said, I'm not too sure about camping. However, for visiting, it's very convenient to book a vehicle pass 2 weeks to a month in advance. So we came down to visit Sequoia as well. We were able to book a pass, but yeah, I do recommend going ahead and doing that for any of the national parks that you plan on visiting anywhere in the US. So that was the final thing that I wanted to end the video with. So thanks so much for watching our vlog, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.